The heat has been outrageously, what's the other Oyinbo for it? It's been really, really hot. It's been really, really hot. And it's a beautiful day to be alive. Today is Monday, the 18th of May, 2026. The time is 12 minutes after 9. And this is Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. My name is Fumi Bangbala, and right about now, this is Her Lens, the program where we talk about different topical issues on different things affecting, us as human beings, but as women especially. And this morning, we've got the ladies already in the house. Hi, Ibinabo. Hi, Buki. Hi, Susan. Hi, Ibinabo. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Lady Mijay. Good morning, Lady Buki FA. Good morning, Lady Sue. Good morning to all our valued listeners, all the ladies out there, beautiful ladies, and all the smart gentlemen. We say hi. Yeah, wet morning, right? Huh.
A very wet
Hey,
morning.
I
I
hope
love
that
it.
some areas, I hope some people will be as happy as
That's
Or
another
some people will
matter.
be
Oh,
as
that's
happy as
another
well
matter.
for me because already some areas where they have all clogged up journey channels, their channels are all clogged up. They didn't bother to distill. You see, sometimes you don't wait for the government. If you can come together and put some funds together, distill your channel, your journey channel, so that you don't pay for what you did not prepare for. So please. But then I'm happy too. I'm as happy as you are, if not happier, because
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, Ibinabo. Let's
phone
move
don't
on to
show me
Buki.
shaky.
Oh,
You know,
sorry.
sometimes here.
Hi, Ibinabo. The network is going off and on. Oh. Okay, let's just move to
Yeah, me,
Buki.
I'm
Buki,
done.
oh, we were having
I'm
technical
done.
issues. Network is dragging Ibinabo's network today. Hi, Buki. We missed you last week. Come and give us gist of how Kano went. Eh, eh. Wow. I know I said I was happy about this radio, but not that it will affect my own network. Oh, please. No. Ah, please. Oh, I need to talk to my women. Hey, Azal. Hi, Buki. We can hear you. I think Buki is going to try to see if she can settle her. Okay, let's move to Susan. Please, network, be kind to me. Hi, Susan. Good morning.
Hello, good
Oh,
morning.
finally.
Good morning,
Good
Fumi.
morning.
Good morning, Mami Vinabo. Good morning, Mam Fumi. Yes, it even rained here in Abuja this morning. Yes, it did rain, but at least our network everywhere is bright and we're up and about. It's a brand new week and it feels good to be back.
Yes, yes.
Good morning, HerLens family. We hope you're also enjoying at least the cool weather because, good or bad, this weather is helping our body to cool off. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you
Okay,
so
so
much,
can you
ladies,
hear
for
me now?
coming on. Yeah, okay, Buki,
Can
we
you
can
hear me
hear
now?
you. Good morning.
I had to change to the backup.
Uh-oh,
For
uh-oh.
everything you must have backup.
There
Susan,
must be,
hi.
oh, yes.
Ibidabo, how are you? Yes, good morning, Alen's family. Good morning. Yes, I actually missed you. Yeah, and that's the truth. Yeah, kind of was really nice. Let's talk about when we landed. The hot air that the hot air that welcomed us. It was really hot. When I say really hot, I forgot. I think they said it was 41 or 42. Even the citizens of that state also, I mean, they felt for us. We were coming from this side that I hope. But thank God, the place where we went for the training and where we stayed, had the air conditioning unit. So it was good. It's only when you go out, that you really feel it. But yes, it was really nice. Like I mentioned, it was to create an awareness and
Yeah.
also to train those that are in the justice community who are these people? The magistrates, the lawyers, the police, the correctional centers, and then of course faith-based people, and then
Mhm.
of course the traditional rulers. You know, all we are training them is, aside from criminal justice system,
Mhm.
where somebody steals your money, the next thing you are reporting to the police, the next thing they charge you to court, the next thing you go to the correctional center.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, the person who is the victim is not healed. The person, yes, just knows that, yes, I've punished you, you've gone to the correctional center. Okay, go and waste your life there for 2 years, 3 years. But at the end of the day, the truth is that that victim, was he or she healed? Because many a times for small offenses, when you hear them speak, they will just say, I just want him to return my money back. I want him to
Yeah.
return my gold back. I want him to have a repentant heart. Some of them will even tell you, I just want him to say, I'm sorry, and he will not do it again. So why would you now ask that person to go into the correctional center for 5 years, that at the end of the day, when he comes back, except if you yourself want to change, you come back and you are hardened. So that's the whole essence of restorative justice, where the victim is healed, the offender repairs the harm,
Mhm.
and will say, I'm no longer going to do this again. And then the community where that happened, they will be rest assured that this will not happen again. Restorative justice has been used for many years. As Christians, it's under the sycamore tree where Jesus met Lazarus. And then, of course, outside of the Bible, they call it the restorative justice system. And it was even what they used in South Africa, because they had over million cases. How would they run that through the justice system?
Mhm.
So, and to be honest, everybody loved it. And some of them actually said, oh, they didn't even teach this, in the law school. What they teach is the alternative dispute resolution and all that. So this is coming in, and I'm so happy that Lagos State has actually started restorative justice courts. In fact, he has even started that about 5 years ago.
Okay.
Abuja too has restorative justice court, and then the other states that we're working on, at least Kano said immediately they're going to start the restorative justice court, different from the multi-door court. This
Mm.
one, you bring both the victim and the restorative and the offender together, and you let them talk. You let them talk, and somewhere along the line, there is healing, and then there is restoration. It's a beautiful thing. So I don't want to take over, because I can go on and on. I can see how Susan, in here, when they say you're in here, you don't open, you don't alert, well, continue, they teach me. Uh,
Yes, I'm
Susan,
gonna
you,
even ask. I'm done with you. One thing
ah,
that's been happening in the last few
yes.
editions of her lens is we can say this is what we're planning to talk about today is something else we end up. So yes, and I like that you're talking about this because one of the links for today is on the person who was arrested. Last week we talked
Mm,
about cyberbullying, especially when it came.
yeah.
We're talking about Alex Ekubo, his passing. And it was even, Ma'am Ibidabo that started the conversation saying she had been so burdened about his death and the things that people were saying. And then we got into like cyberbullying, what should be done, what are the bodies, are there any regulatory bodies there to arrest people who defame people or who say things like this? But this angle that you're coming from, now somebody comes out and says horrible things about my family. Like in the case of this first story, somebody came out and put a candle and did RIP to Adekunle Gold's daughter, God forbid, right? And which is just a very, very crazy thing to do. And this was on the heels of the rape situation. The girl that we now found out that she even lied. The girl, I think it was on the back, false accusation of rape, right? And Simi had come out to vehemently speak against stop raping children, stop raping women, and then it just went haywire from there to the extent that they were now saying things about his family. So of course, Adekunle doesn't wait. Like you can talk about me and say whatever, but you're talking about my child, right? So they arrested the guy. He was taken to court, and to be fair, what they wanted him to do was retract the statement and then give a fine. But then the court now said, oh no, we're not going to stop there. We're going to move forward by you're going to be jailed for 2 years, or you pay 1 million naira as your bail, or something like that. And Twitter has been divided as to it's an excessive punishment for him. And on the other side, they're like, no, if you're going to say something despicable about people, it's about time that you start arresting people. But the people are not like, oh, people now take advantage of it and just be arresting anybody. Now, merging it with restorative justice. If someone can say something like that to my child, I think I want to sit down with the person to have a conversation, because, and this might sound extreme, it's almost likened to the bandits and abductors and kidnappers and thieves. You know, I should sit down with you. Why? So
Okay, so yeah,
that's
so under the restorative justice, there are some offenses that will not pass through.
right.
And it depends on country to country. It also depends on state to state. Kano now is dominated by Muslims, so they also have to look at what they can accommodate under restorative justice, which is even different from Lagos. Lagos is multicultural and all that and all that. So it has to do with country. It also has to do with state, because the state will have to say, this is what we can permit, under restorative justice and all that. Yeah. So
I
yeah.
don't know that. So you wanted to say something, or maybe even because I'm not going to lie. I'm
Yes, I
conflicted.
do.
I'm conflicted on it.
Um, you see, as someone who works around human dignity and social accountability, that's what I do. I think that this situation, most times when I reflect on things that happen, I think it raises deeper conversations about responsibility online. We started this conversation last week with the passing of Alex Ekubo and all of that. And it is important that we establish for our listeners that freedom of expression should never mean freedom from accountability. This is pertinent. I don't know if I can stand on the rooftop or somewhere to just blow it up. Public figures are human beings. They have water and blood flowing through their veins. That, at the time, I believe, was his only child, even though his wife was heavy. And you come out from nowhere to put a rest in peace. How do people breathe? How do they sleep at night? Even people who lose someone, if I am not sure, I'm not going to type rest in peace. Not to talk of someone that is not connected to you. And why? Why? Why do we make serious allegations and make ourselves keypad warriors? You just sit behind your keypad and you torment people mentally and otherwise. I mean, you come out to talk about a child. For me, I also need you to understand that it was not just